indeed.
Washington the third. Well, you couldn't ask for a better day for racing here in Concord, North Carolina. The drivers are here. Their families are here. We are ready to go racing. And as they say around here, it's fall, y'all. Let's do this.
Liberty Mutual Customizer.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance? So
Damn, man. It's 864. I know ain't nobody gonna watch this stream because nobody's looking for it or expecting it. However, I know Corey Haim's probably just going to lead like every lap, but I did see that Connor Zilic is in this race. So I was like, okay, Zilic is in this. I see I'm not going to have a leaderboard today because the NASCAR.com leaderboard has been a piece of fucking horse shit lately and doesn't fucking work the way I want it to. So, whatever. I got to have this big fucking ad here blocking half the screen. You can't get rid. I don't know why we couldn't put that ad over here or over here or up here. No, it's got to be right in the middle of the fucking only leaderboard it's going to let me have today. Excuse me. Me and little E over here. Oh, my headset's calling for this thing. Got a lot of cables and wires and shit in here. Like I said, nobody's going to be looking for this stream or expecting this stream, so I know this is definitely me signing up to talk to myself for the next couple of hours. Potentially 4 to 5 hours, depending on how many cautions and red flags we get. This is trucks, and this is the Roval. I guess I'm not going to any races this weekend. Nobody to go with. So once again, I guess I'll just stay home with everybody. I keep a better eye on football that way anyhow, so I guess I can't complain too much. Although every time I watch a Charlotte race on TV, I get this nagging feeling of like, why am I not there? I was at Charlotte in May for the Xfinity race and the Cup race. Didn't go to trucks, but we did go to Xfinity and Cup back in May. I feel like I don't go to races anymore. Maybe next season we'll get back to it if we don't get to Martinsville at the end of this season. IS Truck Series playoffs, a whole new level of retardation. The Roval, Talladega, and Martinsville. For fuck's sake, what a round.
Thanks, Jamie. Here with Lane Riggs. Lane, the best qualifying run you've had on a road course. Qualified second. Your best finish has been 10th at Watkins Glen. I know you want to do better than that. You got something for him today?
Yeah, I feel really good about this.
You know, I felt good about streaming this because I saw that Zilic is in the race along with Corey Haim, but then I saw that Harvick and Logano were in the booth, so I'm like, maybe this will be tolerable.
Just trying to correlate the things that I really wasn't expecting to real life, and like some of the other guys that might have run the Xfinity race here in the past, have a little bit better grasp on that. But yeah, I'm excited about today. I'm optimistic. I wouldn't say it's my favorite racetrack, but hopefully by the end of it, I'll be saying that.
Lane Riggs rolling off second. Amanda?
Thank you, Todd. Your reigning champ, Ty Majeski, is racing in the round of 8 with 3 races to go until Phoenix. And Ty, we were talking a little bit off camera. How can you use that championship?
I've been, you know, it's funny. I know I don't watch a lot of trucks anymore, hardly ever at all, but I did say a couple years ago, trucks at the Roval. So, finally getting my wish here, so of course I had to watch. I had to stream this. Trucks at the Roval, man. I've been asking for this.
Here at the Roval, Talladega, and then Martinsville. So,
Worst round ever. Roval, Talladega, Martinsville. Oof.
with our Solar Sense Ford F-150 today, certainly some improvement we can make on it.
excited to get going today.
Ty Majeski on a bit
Do
of a
we
streak,
have to
looking
do it
for
today?
top five finishes in a row, Caitlin.
Thank you, Amanda.
The one driver we always have
I mean,
to keep an eye on when it comes to the road courses
all right,
is, of
are
course,
you
Connor
okay to go
Zillage.
that
How do you think
far?
your background's going to help prepare you for today?
It's about as
I'm
far as
excited.
your work, ain't it?
You know, it's always fun to get back in the truck
Okay.
series and get to race against these guys and get to race with Spire Motorsports. So hopefully our Delaware Life Chevrolet is fast, but you know, we're starting 6, so we got a little bit of work to do.
Thanks for your time and good luck to you. Connor Zillage rolling off 6 for the race. Jamie?
Thanks, Caitlin. It's always fun to watch him. We'll see what they are capable of today. Well, it's that time. Let's send it trackside once again for the most famous words in racing.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports.
I'm so fucking tired from work and the fact that I didn't sleep worth the shit last night because the game went to overtime and then I stayed up to watch the new episode of Peacemaker. I did sleep pretty good after that, but boy, it's starting to catch up to me late in the day. And I just got asked if I wanted to ride fucking 40 minutes to South Carolina, and I'm just like, please, no, I don't want to do this today.
67 laps of action coming your way from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll race it after
Charlotte.
first time in the truck series.
Yeah, see, that damn leaderboard ain't going to act right. So you guys get to look at the top 8 if this leaderboard even updates at all, because lately this thing will just freeze and not update at all. NASCAR.com made the leaderboard look cooler, but they made it not work as good at the same time. So I don't know why there has to be a big fucking ad right in the middle of it, though. It's really irritating. Yeah, y'all know what track we're at. What if I move it down a little bit? Yeah, there you go. You can just about see 10 names. It's Truck Series Night in America. By the way, we're 1 week away from NASCAR 25, which will come out next Thursday night at midnight. So I'm going to watch football, watch a new episode of Peacemaker, and then I'll probably be streaming NASCAR 25 through the night. I don't expect anybody to be up that late, unless you're playing the game yourselves. Shout out to Caden Honeycutt. Yeah, he's starting 5th. We all know it's Corey Haim or Connor Zillage. I'd give Lane Riggs a long shot. I don't watch trucks enough to know if he's halfway decent on road courses or not. He's pretty good everywhere else, so. When is the last full truck race I watched? Rockingham? Seriously, let me bring up the schedule for a refresher. I know we've not done any truck streams outside of, like, we did Daytona and Atlanta, and I think I did Rockingham. And I keep an eye on trucks, but I'm not, like, religious about it anymore, because I can't, the quality of the broadcast has a lot to do with it. By the way, I click trucks. Can we show me the truck schedule? So, I'm not just talking about streams. I'm talking about the last truck race I watched. So I watched Daytona. I watched Atlanta. Didn't watch Vegas. Didn't watch Homestead. Didn't watch Martinsville. Don't think I watched trucks. Watched Rockingham. Didn't watch Texas. Didn't watch Kansas. I watched North Wilkesboro. I think I might have streamed North Wilkesboro. I think we might have streamed that one. I remember watching that one. Watched Charlotte because Cowboy was here. Didn't watch Nashville. Disappointed. Did I watch Michigan? See, I don't remember. I feel like Michigan's one. I'd have been like, ooh, let me watch that. I think I did watch Michigan. Didn't watch Pocono. Didn't watch Lime Rock Park. Didn't watch IRP. Didn't watch Watkins Glen. Damn sure didn't watch Richmond. Didn't watch Darlington. Didn't watch Bristol. Didn't watch Loudon. So this is the first truck race I've watched since Michigan. And I can't even remember. I think I did watch Michigan. I just did not stream. Was it that one where I was like, I'll stream it, and then I started streaming and got tired of talking to myself? I'm pretty sure. So Michigan. Michigan, Rockingham, Daytona, Atlanta, North Wilkesboro. Those are the only truck races I have watched from start to finish this year. And I've only streamed like 3 truck races. 4 maybe. Daniel Hemrick said he's pumped about this round. Show the NASCAR official with the gun pointed at his head.
approaches. It depends on, I think, where we practice at and what we qualify. Preparation probably means the most for those races. If you can get yourself through round 10 with those 3 races, you have a real shot at making Phoenix.
Y'all can't see it, but I'm wearing one of my favorite T-shirts ever. It's a shirt I got at the Metallica shows in Dallas a couple years ago.
There's just so many. Let's just start.
I reached in my drawer and said, "Where's a shirt I ain't worn in a while?" And I pulled that out and was like, "Oh."
There's a lot of opportunities.
Truck playoffs are awful. I was just saying before you got here, I'm like, oh my god, Truck Series playoffs is just a whole other level of retardation.
So
ARCA doesn't have playoffs. Trucks damn sure shouldn't. No series should. Don't get me wrong. There's not a single racing series in the goddamn world that should have a playoff.
This racetrack in particular here,
Like, fuck that. Non-starter, not a thing that should exist, but it's particularly stupid in trucks.
something's left a little bit loose, or maybe something is a little older part on the car, it's going to be stressed, right? You're going to wear out some stuff. So the guys that are working on these cars, if they do a good job in making sure all the
That Charlotte Motor Speedway track surface is looking nice these days. It's so well aged in.
failures,
Can't wait for the 600 next year. I was at the 600 this year. It was a banger.
so you want to make sure you have all those little things figured out.
One team that's had all the little things figured out is that man right there, Corey Heim. He has been really good everywhere, but especially on these road courses, guys. We don't race here.
You know why he's especially good on road courses is because it's the discipline of racing that requires the most talent,
and everywhere else. So it's hard to say that he's a road course specialist.
which is why everybody hates Shane Vangesbergen because they're jealous that he's that good.
He has to say about all of this road course success. Hey, Corey Heim, Kevin Harvick, and everybody up in the final.
So NASCAR 15, I haven't played it in 100 years. You're saying the console version's like the most stable version? I watched a whole video the other day about all the glitches in the PC version. It was pretty funny.
For you so far.
Well, that was the Dark Ages. I hope to God, starting next Friday. I don't want to sound like the Chicago Bears and say we're in a new era, but this is like our 3rd or 4th new era in the last 10 years of NASCAR games, and I hope it's a good one. I'm optimistic that starting next Friday, we're going to be like, you know what, this is pretty good. We on the right track. Nah, bro, too many road courses. Never mind the fact that my favorite drivers should just get better at them. No. There are too many road courses. Speaking of broken video games and road courses, I'm doing a season at NASCAR Rivals, and I'm trying to rush through it before next week. And I did CODA today at work. CODA and NASCAR Rivals is so busted. The AI is like permanently stuck on 85, and the racetrack is like an ice skating rink. No matter how gently you try to get around it, it's just miserable and not fun to drive. Brutal. My NASCAR Rivals CODA race, I turned cautions off completely because if you don't, there'll be a caution every other lap. And I got wrecked 3 times under green. Well, I won the pole. I'm like, I'm not starting in the back here. I won the pole. But the tires wear so quickly after stage 2. I'm like, I'm just going to pit. This thing is so loose, I can't drive it. No matter what you do to the setup, it's like driving on an ice skating rink. So I pitted, and I got up to like 10th, and then I get to 3rd, and then Ross Chastain, because the AI can fly through corners better than you no matter what racetrack you're at. They just plowed through me, and he sent me off in the grass, and I hit a tire barrier, and I had to, like, drive back to the field. Then I get back up there, and I get slammed off the course and get a course-cutting penalty. And then I get spun out again. So I had to fucking haul ass from 22nd and, like, 2 or 3 laps at CODA, which shouldn't be possible because the AI, their top speed is so bad at a lot of points of that racetrack. I was able to haul ass back to the field and catch Ross Chastain on the last lap, and even then, by that point, my tires were so worn, you literally just have to creep around. You got to go through the corners in, like, 4th gear just so you're stable, because, like, you know, you want to be in low gear through corners on road courses. There's a lot of places at CODA where I'll drop to 2nd gear, but as soon as that left front tire goes, you're fucked. You're completely fucked, so I had to, like, creep around through 4th gear, and I was still quicker than the AI because the AI is so broken. I love CODA, but fuck it. NASCAR 21 CODA? Hell yeah, sign me up. Matter of fact, I got NASCAR 21 over there. I should stream a CODA race. because I got NASCAR 21. I played it for like a week a couple of years ago, and then said, you know what, I'm good. I'll just go back to playing Heat 5. Because I was like, I know this game is terrible. My logic was, I know this game is terrible, but I grew up playing NASCAR 09 on the Xbox 360. And I tolerated that game, so I'm like, maybe I can tolerate this one like I tolerated NASCAR 09. No, I played it for like a week and decided to bail. Yeah, I guess next time I race, see, I'm stubborn. I don't want a max assist. I like to run really, really, really low assists in the NASCAR Heat games. And Rivals is a NASCAR Heat game. It's just Heat 5 with next gen car and no other series. But I like to leave my assists the same everywhere, which my assists are virtually almost non-existent. I have like 20 stability help, and that's about it. But I guess when I run Coda, I'll just crank that shit up to like 50 on stability or something. I don't know, because I just want it to be drivable. It just feels like it's not even fair. Because you know me, I'm a fucking road course stud. In console NASCAR games, I am a fucking road course stud. You guys have seen that firsthand. All my friends that have raced me. I'm like, remember, if you piss me off and I feel like you've done something wrong, we're going to do a race at a road course after this. But Coda and Rivals, it's so wildly slick and undrivable. But it makes up for it by the AI being horseshit. That's like the only flaw in NASCAR Rivals is that Nashville, Sonoma, and Coda, the AI is non-existent. They didn't bother to program competitive AI for those tracks. It just kind of threw default AI on new racetracks. Because remember, Sonoma in Heat 4 and Heat 5 is the 90s layout with the carousel because we ran that a couple years in a row, and then they switched back to the better Sonoma. And it's got the better Sonoma in Rivals, but they didn't bother to program AI, so for half that racetrack, you're like 8 seconds faster than everybody. Nashville is really weird. I can on max AI, I max that, you know what I mean, I'll play on 105. At Nashville, I can lap the field in like 10 laps in NASCAR Rivals. But what makes NASCAR Rivals so good is how competitive the AI is at every other track. Watkins Glen NASCAR Rivals AI is some of the best road racing AI I've ever seen in a NASCAR game in 20 years. So NASCAR Rivals, you have served me well. I'm in my final week of probably ever playing it, unless I just get bored at work. It's always going to be on my Switch, and I'm going to have my Switch with me at work. Because they're not making NASCAR 25 for Switch like they were originally supposedly going to do. But I'm in my last week in NASCAR Rivals. I'm about 9 or 10 races into a full season. I just did the basic 2022 schedule with stages and playoffs. And my next race is Bristol Dirt, which is another racetrack they didn't bother to program good AI for. I can spank the field on Bristol Dirt. I think anybody could. Hi, Caitlin Vincey. Sorry, Caitlin Vincey just came on screen.
Challenges of the next 3 tracks that starts right here at the Roval, Todd.
The Roval.
Thanks, Caitlin. Daniel Hemmer's crew chief.
Tabadon's turning into a little meatball man. It's kind of adorable. Is this fucking leaderboard gonna act right now? Nope. It sure ain't.
He figures he's got a way to get this track position, and he's gonna try it again today. Jamie.
Well, I'll put this up anyway. And we are going green. First truck race at the Roval. I did ask for this, so I'm getting what I wanted, just because I thought it would always be funny. Trucks at Roval. Here we go. Let's rock. How long until they wreck? How hard does Lane Riggs fight? Corey Heim here. Whoa! And around goes Riggs, and Heim is in the tire wall on the first lap. Riggs got hooked into Corey Heim, and it shot Corey Heim straight to the fucking heartburn turn. He drives away from it. We stay green for now. We made it to one corner. I think Brent Cruz is the leader. My leaderboard's not updating, and the ticker's not showing me shit on Fox. That is like this is the most low grip. This is like the real life version of Coda in NASCAR Rivals, just the grip level. And Corey Heim's fucked. He ain't winning today. What happened? Does Lane Riggs get hooked on the 9? Yes, he tries to swing wide as Infinger tries to cut to the bottom, and it hooks him into Heim, and Infinger didn't hit anything, but he lost all his track position, and Heim got major damage. It was just Infinger trying to get to the bottom, and he cut on the right rear of the 34. Remarkably, we're still green. I think NASCAR is wise to not want to throw cautions because this race could take days to complete.
Into the fence right there.
A lot of damage for Grant Enfinger. You saw on that top screen. Meanwhile,
Brent Cruz,
Kevin Washington
Stuart Friesen.
this probably the best contender next to the 11.
Where did the 38 end up?
Brent Cruz's background, and you see Corey
Heim's on pit road. That truck is fucked. I think the wheels are straight. It maybe the left front's fucked, but the body is just jacked. And Riggs is pitting. He's got major right rear damage. So this did fuck him. I was wondering how much he got screwed by it.
Stage points right off the bat here. A lot of it looks cosmetic.
Don't you just love playoffs? Sorry to yell in your ear.
Push it back and all that. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, the Roval and NASCAR Rivals is fucked too. The Roval and NASCAR Rivals is like this hybrid of NASCAR 21 and NASCAR E5, and we got another wreck, Ben Rhodes. This is probably going to be a full course yellow. I don't see that truck driving away. Oh, he's got it rolling. He's got it rolling. A lot of damage.
It's going.
Oh, the chaos of the Roval.
Saw briefly by Kate Honeycutt and Gio Ruggiero was second.
My goodness.
that most likely happened over in that turn 5-6 section.
I'm so glad I'm streaming now.
Or trucks are
Caden Honeycutt second.
right on edge right there.
I don't know why I said Friesen. I saw the 52 and thought Friesen. I forgot Friesen's like paralyzed or some shit. He's not paralyzed, but Friesen got fucked up in a wreck.
Off into the grass. That's what I
Shows you how out of the loop on trucks I am. I saw 52 and thought, oh, Friesen. It's like, no, it's Honeycutt for the rest of the year. Because Toyota got butt hurt at Honeycutt, right? Or not Toyota, the other team he drove for.
expected some spins here and there.
And we have a caution. I think the 99 is dropping shit everywhere. So we made it 3 laps. 99 said he wrecked on his own, like something broke in the rear end.
That turn 5 corner over there is super slippery. If you miss the entrance by a foot, it never turns and the back just comes out from underneath you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky call. I mean,
What a start.
really tricky, and there's not a bunch of grit. But yeah, I think some of this is, hey, first time the truckers have been here.
And it's not correct.
What, they had, 15 minutes of practice for a track they've never been to? By the way, that's another thing that came out this week. NASCAR's looking to add more practice next year.
Going to the break points that were good for you in practice.
Who'd have thought?
And then you get to the race where you don't
Maybe we get rid of playoffs forever and get practice back.
cleaned up yet because it's the first race. And wow, what a wild start. I mean, just for the playoff guys, think about what these guys are going through right now. But Jeske, Honeycutt, they see this huge opportunity right now.
That's about how far we got. 3.
Please, God, let something like this happen to Joey Logano on Sunday. By the way, if Sunday, we're going to be big-time Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, and Tyler Reddick fanboys because I feel like there are only hopes to knock Joey out somehow. Since Denny had to fuck it up and leave the door open for him last week. Yeah, NASCAR got real greedy. Went, well, look at the shit we got away with during COVID. Let's make this permanent. You know, except all the stuff people liked, like midweek races. But at least they had a it's fine. You want to know something ironic? We can't do midweek races because the ratings weren't as good. But we can keep doing playoff races, even though playoff races are rating less and less and not good every year. What's the logic in that? So we're not going to do midweek races because ratings, but we're going to stick with playoffs, even though they get the lowest ratings of the season and get lower every year. NASCAR logic. You don't know how badly I need NASCAR 25 to be a great game so I can stay invested in the sport. Because as soon as the NASCAR 25 hype train started, I was suddenly like invested again. Like, oh, I want to watch the race every week. Instead of being like, oh, I guess I'll watch the race. I'm obligated. Just like when I was a child, the video games are going to carry my fandom. Whether they're good or average or bad or whatever. Although my patience for bad NASCAR games has run out. Like I said, I played 21 for like a week a couple of years ago and just it's sitting in that drawer over there collecting dust. I can't believe I still have it. That's a real hot take. Denny Hamlin should never hold back for anyone. I think Denny could have approached things differently, though. But letting Bubba win, fuck that. Denny needs to win. Denny should win. He should race Bubba and Tyler Reddick even harder than he does anybody else. I think he just made a mistake. Which Bubba made his share of mistakes for letting this happen. It's Bubba's fault that Hamlin was able to get to him. Go back and watch my stream. When they take the white flag and they enter turn one and Bubba goes to the bottom, I said, oh, Bubba, why'd you do that? Why would you give Denny the top? Bubba running low in 1 and 2 set Hamlin up to come roaring off the corner with nobody in front of him putting dirty air on him. So it's Bubba's fault that it happened. And Denny Hamlin did nothing wrong. He just should have done things differently. Nothing wrong, but he could have done something different. But Bubba's the one who fucked up and let him catch him. So.
And FS1. A lot of baseball coming up, a lot of football, and we have a lot more racing to go, guys. We're under caution on lap number 2. Let's get an update, Todd.
Yeah, the 34 lane rigs. Good news, it's just cosmetic. They were in here taping up the left front corner, trying to get this fender pushed out, but it did not hit the front tires. They feel like
boy, today would have been a good day to bet on a truck race.
as fast as it was in practice.
With Heim taken out, although he still got Zilich there. I'm sure Zilich was like fucking 2.5 to 1 or some shit.
I guess I just screwed up. I will need to apologize to those guys. They also came down pit road for repairs. You can see
Oh yeah, and Finger ripped his left front fender off.
also had to make
If he got a little bit more of that off, it really helped that tire temperature. Remember when Truex won Martinsville with no right front fender during the COVID year?
otherwise Corey feels that the truck is operating pretty good. He said there was a little chatter, but the team, they debated for a long time if they should even lift the hood of this truck. Was afraid they would not be able to get it back down.
They got Corey Haim's truck fixed up pretty good as long as the tire doesn't go down.
This race.
There's no tire smoke, and he's kind of ripping it here under caution to catch back up.
Third race in the playoffs with a lap 1 incident. Remember Bristol, New Hampshire, our last race, and now here at the Roval.
And speaking of the Roval, I want to stand on business here and say I like the Roval. I genuinely do like the Roval, but I think it's served its purpose and we no longer need it. You know what I mean? We no longer need the Roval. I like it. I'm glad we did it. I was all in favor of it when we switched to it, and it's had a good run. But the oval racing at Charlotte's so good now. Like, come on, man. Can we please? I want to go to the Bank of America 400 next year on the oval, but they're not going to do it. They're doing the Roval at least one more year, unless they're like in the off season, they go, hey, guess what, motherfuckers? More horsepower, full season points, numbers move back to the center of the door, more practice, and no more Roval. Imagine if they announced all that shit at once. It'd be like Christmas. Boy, I'm talking a lot today. This was kind of a last-minute impulse decision to stream. I was sitting at work waiting for my ride to come home, and I was like, oh yeah, truck race is on. I should stream it. And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to stream it. And I laid down on my bed. And then they came on the air, and I said, fuck it, I'll stream it. What do I care? It's like nobody is ever on my streams these days anyway. It doesn't really matter what I stream or don't stream. But I appreciate whoever is here. Yeah, that's a better idea, Caden. Numbers wherever you want them. If you want them forward, put them there. Actually, don't say numbers wherever you want them. They'll start doing goofy shit like put them on the quarter panels. Tell them they can either put the number forward like it is now, or if you want, you can move it back to the center. Your choice. But those are your only two options. I don't think the forward number looks that bad, especially because a lot of paint schemes now are designed around it, but it was just such a fucking unnecessary, mandatory. The fact that they made it mandatory just made me go, really? Like, why? This is really an issue for you guys?
The incident involving the 99 at Ben Road.
Oh yeah, Parker Kligerman's in this race.
They were able to repair that, so we should be getting back to
Or
green.
is that fat retard Brett Griffin calls him Klingerman because he can't fucking speak?
Let's take a look at our Craftsman track description.
Yeah, this is a very unique racetrack.
His arteries are so clogged from being a fat piece of shit that it's affecting his ability to speak.
Turns, and the elevation will sneak up on you. It says 35 feet of elevation change, which, yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of passing zones here as well. You know, we see turn 1.
I do think the new design of the Roval was an improvement. That extra hairpin turn coming out of the infield creates a better passing opportunity. So I think the change they made to the Roval was good.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Remember the original concept of the Roval as seen in NASCAR Heat 3? Remember that? They had the fucking really weird Roval with all the goddamn S's in the infield. So ghetto. This is the better version of the Roval, I think.
You can outbreak somebody into it, but you got to have a little give and take. And if the truck that you're trying to pass doesn't give you a little bit of space, it gets ugly really fast, and you may blow the chicane, which means you'll have to make a stop and go and lose even more
And
spots.
somebody's going to hit a curve really hard if you're going there side by side. Either one side or the other. If you don't hit the first one, you're going to hit the second one.
And you're going to hit the other truck you're next to.
That's right.
Somebody's got to give, and then so late in the race, those passing zones are really challenging.
This really long caution's been great for Heim. I think they got that truck fixed up pretty good for all the damage it did have.
What you just looked at was Corey Hunt's fourth trip to pit road early here in the race. They had
What's up, Karen? Oh, you picked the 11. Are you sure you don't want to change that pick?
pull back out,
I mean,
trying to get some of that
I think they got the 11 fixed up,
rubbing against that.
but that was a hard hit he took on the first lap.
I think it looks pretty good to go.
Still running. Joey says he thinks it's good to go. I'd trust Joey and Harvick.
He's got his work cut out for him. He's got to try to keep it from getting in worse damage, right? Being where you're starting, it's definitely going to be in a sketchy place.
Yeah, I think as fast as
Anybody want to go to the Roval Sunday?
from the repairs, and it doesn't sound like he feels like there's anything wrong with the front end or suspension. So it'll be a show now.
Well, it sounds like all three of those trucks that had issues there in that turn 1 incident are good. They're all back out. They're all restarting in the rear.
And we've seen Chase Elliott hood deep in those tire barriers before and lined up.
It is so fucking weird to be watching a race this time of day on a Friday.
And meanwhile, we talked about Daniel Hemrick.
Keeps fucking with my brain. I don't know what day it is.
He's already made a
Ooh, Roval Xfinity race is at like 5:30 tomorrow night, and they brought in temporary lighting for the infield.
So
That's exciting.
figured out where
Roval night race. That'll be the next thing excuse for them to keep doing the Roval. I'd go to a Roval night race. I've been saying a NASCAR road course night race. We've only ever had one, the Clash on the Daytona road course that one time.
much cleaner that time.
Shout out to Gio Ruggiero in second. And Apollo Cruz is the leader. I'm kidding. Brent Cruz is the leader.
This is the 17-year-old out of Hickory, North Carolina.
He's from Hickory, like Dale Jarrett. I'm about 45-ish minutes away from Hickory, North Carolina. Told you, man, I'm fucking balls deep in NASCAR country. We're like the only region that still gives a fuck about. We're like the only region of the country that still prints race results in newspapers. We also still print newspapers.
This race too, it's such an open entry, and so you want to arc that corner out with it. Just opens the door for someone to dive bomb you into there.
dive bomb city.
It's tough.
Boy, Fox, I forgot how much I don't like Fox's broadcast for numerous reasons. Number one, the visual quality is shit. Look how fucking dull and muted the colors are on this, and then compare that to the USA, NBC, or Amazon broadcasts. Look how dull and colorless this fucking screen is.
And you see what happens when you go through those side by side. The 18 truck wound up on the outside.
Especially on their wide camera shots. Up close, you can obviously see the colors of the trucks. But when they go to a wide shot, everything just looks gray. Kligerman up to 7th. This was a clean lap under green, thank Christ.
Kligerman knows how to find victory lane, knows how to get around a road course.
And never mind. We got a spin in the chicane, but no harm, no foul. Everybody should drive away. Poor Timmy Hill. The legend of Timmy Hill. iRacing superstar. Got all turned around here. Who wheel hopped and hit him? Yeah, I did that about 4 times to people in NASCAR Rivals today at work racing Coda. So we don't really need to show 25 replays of Timmy Hill getting spun to know what happened. Can you please show us the live action? Thank you.
Lane Riggs again. You see that? Just avoided him barely.
That backstretch chicane is a motherfucker in the video game, I swear.
Okay, since the drop of the green flag, once again on this restart, I'm up 12 spots. Riggs up.
Corey Himes picked up 12 spots. Like I said, when the wreck happened, I was like, that's a lot of damage, but I was like, the wheels look straight, and that's really all that matters. Catching Chandler Smith. And Heim just blew by him coming onto the front straightaway. Not a straightaway, it's a stretch. My bad. Andy Petrie, I'm sorry.
I say it all the time. I think reputation matters so much when you go to a racetrack, especially a road course like this. You got a fast truck behind you. The other guys are like, just go.
Joey's right. You see that a lot more at road courses than you do anywhere else. You see a Corey Heim or a Connor Zilic or a Shane Van Gisbergen or Ray Almendinger in your mirror. You're just like, fucking go. Please just go. Hold it.
He certainly has. On the pylon, drivers highlighted in yellow. Those are our playoff drivers.
It just looks like they're going so slow off of turn 7. Because they are. It's a really, really tight corner, and they got to get those big trucks up rolling again.
Yeah, you're down into the 30 miles an hour
Excuse me.
range in the middle of that corner, so definitely a very slow.
Oh, the full screen replays. I've bitched about that since day one of my live streams. I'm just like, God, man, stop. Do the split screen. I want to see what's going on now. Even if nothing is going on, I still want to see what's going on.
Every driver says not fast enough.
I don't need to see what I saw 30 seconds ago.
Logging laps, right? He's just able to keep picking them up, putting them down.
What a great start for Brent Cruz here. Best career finish was 8th at Lime Rock Park this year.
We want to take the stage win.
That'll be a fun track to learn in NASCAR 25.
Point all that doesn't make a difference. Or do we just flip the stage, set ourselves up to be back in the lead after everyone wins?
And I think for Brent, I mean, they don't have anything to race for with points. I think for them, they're here to try to win the race.
10 laps into the Charlotte Motor Speedway parking lot.
You know, it's definitely
Connor Zilic only 4th is surprising. Started 6th, running 4th.
when he does come to pit road.
Tougher call is going to be for Kate Honeycutt, Ty Majeski. You know, when you get to Caruth, you know, he's just going to do
Corey Heim is 18th, by the way.
the same thing. It may just do the
Picked up another spot or two since last we saw him.
part about this race, right? You have all these different
Oh yeah, 25 comes out on PC October, or is it November? November, yeah. It's got like a month later release.
position to take
Because apparently they were not going to even bother making a PC version of NASCAR 25 at all, which I find kind of weird.
that you need to gather as many points as possible because the first lap
Trading paints will be handy for that because it's basically like the car models and the racetracks are iRacing, so lots of easy to get paint scheme mods and shit you'll be able to put in. Whenever I get my upgraded computer sometime next year, or I'll look into if NASCAR 25 is good enough for me to buy it twice, I'll get the PC version. I was in GameStop today, and I was looking at the Switch 2, and it's $500, and I was like, if I sell that PlayStation Portal for like $180, which is about what I paid for it, I was like, I could almost justify getting a Switch 2, but I'm not pulling the trigger yet. Yeah, they were dead serious not going to make a PC version. I thought they were going to make a Switch version. I remember when they announce it and they put like the Xbox, PlayStation, Switch logos on the screen. Now all of a sudden there's no Switch 2 version of NASCAR 25 at all.
Connor wasn't quite close to make it happen that time.
Which is honestly better for the quality of the game because they would have to dumb every version of the game down to make it match the Switch version as much as possible. Just like if they made a PS4 or an Xbox One version. So it's like truly a next-gen game, and they won't have to dumb it down to keep it consistent across all platforms. Looking at you, WWE 2K25 and Madden 26 and NBA and all that other shit. Here comes Connor Zilic.
And he closed the line up in the braking zone, which shows that Connor's fast in the braking.
Connor Zilic fast on a road course. Grass is also green. Enjoy your Caden Honeycutt top 3. It's about to end this lap, I think. Big dive here from Zilic for third place.
Connor Zilic to the inside, and he does it.
And he did a good job right in the middle of that corner to make sure that he couldn't turn back down the hill. He almost checked up more than he wanted to make sure that he couldn't do that crossover pass.
I'm still waiting for truck race at the Brickyard. That's my ultimate fantasy race now that we got trucks on the Roval. Trucks at the Brickyard. I do that shit all the time in NASCAR heat. Brent Cruz is cruising. I find that if I just talk enough, I don't notice how shit Jamie Little is. I don't notice nearly as much, I should say. I still notice that she's shit. Keep it a buck right now. She garbage, but girl power. If you don't like her in the booth, you're just sexist. If you don't like her, you're just a fucking bigot and a sexist pig. Fuck. Hey, is Mamba Smith going to get on his podcast this week with Harvick and talk about that Corey Haim is overrated and didn't perform when the lights were the brightest just because he got wrecked on lap 1 by Enfinger and Lane Riggs? he just wasn't clutch, man. He just didn't perform when it counted most. I mean, he's got to know not to get run over in first place going into turn 1 at the Charlotte Roval. He just didn't perform when the lights were brightest. I'm not so sure he's a deserving champion now, guys. I'm just not so sure that he's a deserving champion. Didn't perform when the lights were bright. Know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's going to be my number one thing, Caden. I'm going to, construct... They've talked about with NASCAR 25, Dale Jr. and other people, they're like, we want the criticism. We want you to tell us, what do you want? And we'll make a list. And I'm like, number one thing on my list that I want to fucking voice to them is I want to race every car at every series, at every track. I want to take Cup cars to Lime Rock Park. I want to take Xfinity cars to Wilkesboro, Cup cars to Rockingham. I want to, I know when the game comes out, you're not going to be able to do that, but that should be a thing, because even NASCAR Heat 4 and 5 had that. And Heat 4 and 5 were decent games. I still stand by the fact that Heat 4 and Heat 5 are good games. Not great, just good. Good experiences. And I see a lot of NASCAR Heat 4 and 5 DNA in some of the NASCAR 25 shit I've seen, which is alarming to some people, but I don't mind it. But yeah, that's like top of my list. I want to race any racetrack at any time of day that I want, anytime. If I want Wilkesboro in the daytime, I can do it. If I want Wilkesboro at night, I can do it. If I want fucking the Roval at night, I can do it. Like, give me day or night no matter where I'm at. And let me run any car at any track. That's like my two main things.
Yeah, I mean, right there, looks like he can get somewhere right around
Corey Haim,
10th, I would assume.
is he knocking on the door of the top 10? He's got to be, right?
Started in the rear.
Yes, he is. He's 14th. With about 6 trucks stacked up in front of him.
Even when you have a fast truck here, it's just extremely difficult to set those passes up.
You think Corey Haim's going to try to flip the stage and get track position back, or play it safe, get the points? I know he's not hurting for points. He had a massive points gap over the cut line.
Left a big gap. I think he saw all these trucks and thought there's a chance it could be a wreck. He's trying to play it safe and pass him at the right time.
Fantasy tracks, wouldn't that be nice? My hopes are sky high that because it's made by iRacing, that in the future we can get tracks that they don't race on. Not even fantasy tracks, just like real race tracks that NASCAR doesn't race on. Because iRacing has every goddamn racetrack basically you could think of. And license those to put those in the games. Wouldn't that be cool? Make you unlock them. Give you something to like want to unlock shit and like play the career mode or play the challenges or whatever. Do certain tasks to unlock racetracks, you know? Or just say what the modern gaming industry would be and be like, hey, $10 and you get these like 5 or 6 racetracks or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's iRacing. They made this thing. The possibilities are endless. As long as the game drives well and is fun, I'm going to enjoy NASCAR 25. But in the future, yeah, we got to build on some shit. So make your voices heard in a polite way, please. When they ask for feedback, don't be a dick. Chandler Smith just got spun. It's like the third spin I've seen here. God damn, he drove straight over the fucking Blue Turtles at slow speed to get back going again. Yeah, I'm with Harvick. And when he drove over those fucking blue curbs, I was like, oh, what are you doing? Caden, you know how it's going to be. There's going to be there's already paint scheme DLC. I bought the Ultimate Edition for $80, so I get everything, so I'm not that worried. I'm a sucker for paint schemes, and and pretty much since NASCAR 09, I'm like, yes, I'll pay you for paint schemes. Add a bunch. I'll pay you a couple dollars here and there for paint scheme packs. I don't mind. They'd probably do the same for like extra racetracks. I know, although I think Mexico City and Bowman Gray are going to be like free DLC or something. I know Mexico City's getting added. They've already said that. Mexico City, if you play a season or a career mode in NASCAR 25, Mexico City is replaced with a North Wilkesboro points race. But they are going to add Mexico City.
So 4 laps to go here in stage 1. We talked about the differing agendas, different options, flipping the stage versus running 2.
Haim is 12th. Riggs is 19th. Haim had way more damage and dusted Riggs through the field to get back to the top 10. Corey Haim is not of this earth. But because he pissed off Ty Gibbs in an ARCA race once, he doesn't get promoted.
Plan to win the race, and I think that, you see the left side of Lane Riggs' truck, the splitter way high right there, but Corey Haim taking another position going into turn 1 right there, so he's going to be in a position, like we talked about, to probably get to that 12th, 10th place spot right there, so it's really not about 1 point for Corey Haim. I still think he needs to be hitting in position.
Replacing Mexico with North Wilkesboro when the game comes out until they add Mexico was a great idea. Oh, Lane Riggs is a broken sway bar. How did he end up with more damage than the 11? I did notice when he was coming through the oval 3 and 4 on the last one. Look how up that damn left front is. Look at that. That truck wants to flip over almost. I noticed that a lap ago and thought, well, that's weird. Because he got damage in the right rear. Why the fuck is the left front jacked up now? Oh, yeah, the All-Star races in the game. I saw people who were playing the game early, and they were scrolling down to pick a racetrack, and when they clicked on North Wilkesboro, it said All-Star race. So, yeah, the All-Star races in NASCAR 25. So that's cool.
With this young driver, he said he is the next Jimmy Johnson. He is the real deal. Both
I want to run the open and everything. And pit stops are beginning for guys that are going to stay out at the end of the stage. And Corey Haim's one of them. There's a bunch of them. But I see Honeycutt and Majeski and them guys. Hell yeah, they're going to run for the points. They don't have the cushion that Haim and Lane Riggs have. Because Corey Haim and Lane Riggs are the only guys winning races these days. Slow stop for Haim, but it'll be okay. He'll get cycled towards the front at the end of the stage. No problem. We got an incident behind them on pit road that Fox probably isn't going to talk about. Nope, they're not going to talk about it. They literally saw that and ignored it. 2 trucks got crossed up and 1 got hit. Now they're showing it. Goodness gracious. Hey, there's Washed Crafton. They still going to be a normal? Yeah, there's going to be a normal race at Wilkesboro in the game because I saw somebody play that already. One of the early gameplay clips is a guy doing like a 30-lap race at North Wilkesboro, and it's like a normal race. And like I said, if you do season or career mode, there's a normal race at North Wilkesboro in place of Mexico. So you'll have all-star race and just a normal race from the looks of it. I've watched like every NASCAR 25 clip. I know this stuff. Honeycutt's going to win a stage. Although Majeski's only about half a second behind him. That's not much on a road course. I can't believe the stage only had 1 caution in it. A clean truck race at the Roval so far, outside of 1 caution.
That's kind of where it is right there. That's kind of the last truck to pit. So this is kind of the race to the end of the stage.
It's not kind of the race to the end of the stage. It literally is, Joey. It's Honeycutt versus Majeski coming to 1 to go, and they're really close.
But they're guaranteed, they're on their way to guaranteeing themselves a lot of points on the day to take those 10 points, 9 points to be able to win the stage.
Can Majeski do anything on this final lap?
And almost somewhat guaranteeing yourself a pretty good points day.
Well, you say that.
Yeah. Chris Rott didn't cause the caution in this race.
You get caught up in something, right? That's the risk they're taking. That's great. On the other hand, they're going to be way in the back, and we see what can happen.
Hell, you see, you get wrecked from the front row. We saw that, Joey.
Happening, outside the top 10 is
This racetrack is a hazard.
Obviously, they're going to have to come in and pit. Then they're going to shuffle in mid-pack. Kate Honeycutt came in here in the 8th and final cutoff spot. 7 points back. So your point, Kevin, maximize all you can today. Remember the next race up, Talladega.
I might stream trucks at Talladega. Damn, y'all going to get multiple truck race streams out of me. We're doing today and probably do Talladega. Talladega's fun with trucks. Talladega and trucks still races like Talladega's supposed to race, you know. Trucks and Xfinity anyway. ARCA is just about who's got the best engine.
Great job of being prepared for this race and now put himself in a position to get a stage win.
Bet you ARCA will be fun in NASCAR 25. Caden Honeycutt's going to win stage 1.
Kate Honeycutt putting in the work,
Good for him.
and that'll do it.
And fuck his old race team for trying to sabotage his season.
Tyler Ankrum and Daniel Hemrick. How about that? Starts in the rear, fights his way all the way through to Ford. Brent Cruz, who led 17 laps earlier in fifth. That's how much of that lead, Joey, you talked about.
Right now,
Brent.
that lead mattered, right? And he's able to get some points and be cycled as the leader after this, because you know the top 4 trucks have to pit. They, I assume they have to pit. I wouldn't see why you wouldn't unless there's something that I don't know up here. But then they're gonna
I would bet my life that you have the option just because Heat 4 and Heat 5 had where you could do full season points with no playoffs, or do races with no stages. You know, I would expect those options to remain. I mean, come on, guys. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is working on the game. He'd be the first guy to say give him the option to not do stupid playoffs. Don't mind me, I'm just scrolling during the commercial. I hope in a update they're like, guess what? Custom seasons, run all the tracks you want with whatever car. I'm hoping for that. I don't see why that couldn't be done. Good God, if the Heat games could do it, iRacing can do it. Don't forget, trucks at St. Petersburg next year. Lane Riggs says he's going to beat the shit out of Grant Enfinger. He said that like 30 minutes ago. Maybe he's calmed down.
Cup qualifying, practice, got the Xfinity Series qualifying and practice, and of course the race on the CW at 5 Eastern. And on Sunday, Joey gets to trade in the tie for his helmet. It is the playoffs. They're continuing for the NASCAR Cup Series. That's on USA. Speaking of Joey,
This was this morning. You know,
is that how you wake up?
when you grow up and you love racing a lot, when you build a house, put a racetrack in if you can. This is like the biggest perk of being a race car driver is build your own racetrack.
Everybody's trying to have their coffee and enjoy their morning, and there's Joey.
This was at 8:30.
I'm not sure about your surroundings there. I see a possibility of driving under a pickup truck into a tree.
There's some risk, inherited risk, but it's good cardio. It's good, get fired up for the weekend. I really enjoy it.
Joey,
There's nothing better than go-kart shape.
I tell you what, that is the truth. And we got a couple little carts that we race with my son out there. It gets a little more physical with him, but it's a lot of fun.
Joey, I liked what you posted earlier in the week. You went on date night, so if you're on X right now, check it out. And on Instagram, you posted it
That's
as
right.
well. Little date night, how the Logano household.
Yeah, I mean,
down.
listen, I told you guys.
Boy, ever since Joey Logano got his hair plugs, he's become a lot more confident.
You
gotta give it to him.
Just burn the rubber off.
See, I myself have a beautiful, thick, full head of hair, so
It's been great.
Joey's just new to that game.
My wife's a trooper. There we go.
All right, here they come. Caden Honeycutt led 4 laps, pulls into his pit box.
Yeah, the 52, Caden Honeycutt gets his first stage win of the year. While other teams were flipping the stage, crew chief Jimmy Villanova elected to stay out, get the stage win, and the 10 points that go along with it. He needs those points in the playoffs because it's tight right now. Caitlin?
Well, Todd, Rajat Cruz started 18th with 7th in that first stage. He did say he flat spotted that left front tire. His crew chief said, take a deep breath, get reset. We'll go after it in the next stage. Amanda?
Well, Tiger Jeffsky coming in second isn't really reflective of what he was dealing with. He told his team everything is wrong on this truck. They made some tire pressure adjustments ahead of the second stage.
He has had his hands full, Amanda. Ty McCaskey.
I was just getting ready to say nothing's changed from practice. He's still not happy.
And Daniel Hemrick's team getting it done. Gained 2 spots. It's been a heck of a day for them. A lot of work being done to Lane Riggs' truck. See if they can fix it up. We'll drop the green flag.
Man, stage cautions are so great. How you just sit here for 30 minutes not getting to watch a race. I'll be right back. Oh, let me take my phone with me. Taking me a stage break too. God damn, you could get up and pace around for half an hour before the race actually starts back. Aussie boy. Bro, I was so tired and cranky to even work today. I didn't work any harder than usual, but I was like, I gotta rush and finish this fucking room I've been painting. And I rushed through it and wore myself out, and then I was like, God damn, I can't wait to get home. Because it's Truck Series night in America.
Welcome back to the Eco Save.
Welcome back.
Jamie Little. Joey Logano.
Unfortunately, Jamie Little's still here.
So far, it's been action-packed. There's been a lot to keep up with, especially with our playoff drivers. When we went to break, we had Lane Riggs on pit road still repairing his issues. And when all is said and done, there is the stage 1 points. You see Caden Honeycutt maximize, did exactly what he needs to do. He's done it all day.
Well, and doing that, he's put himself to where he's only 2 points from the cutoff line. Lane Riggs is right on that cutoff line, +1 right now. So taking those stage points, you know, I know he's back in 15th now, but He's also got a couple lap pressure tires, 2 or 3 lap pressure tires, and a lot of the guys that he's going to be racing around. But he's guaranteed himself that he got those 10 points.
That's nice to have.
Bad news, they got Connor Zilic on the front row.
Todd, what's the update on the 34?
Yeah, Jamie, it's not good.
The way that 34 is laid over on the right front is so funny.
It actually ripped the mounts right off of the low rear frame. So there's no way that they can fix this and make the truck better again. He's just going to have to ride it out for the rest of the day.
That's what Joey was talking about earlier. Anything that might be fatigued or run more than it's supposed to be, because a lot of times these truck teams will run parts for a long time, try to stretch the limits, but this place will expose weaknesses really quick in the department.
And it's such a hard call, right? When you're putting a truck together, you look at the parts and go, "Yeah, it looks pretty good." Unless you really study it or some kind of microscope or whatever it is, or just have mileage limits on your parts, it's hard to do that correctly. But the price, if you make a mistake, is huge. That's what's happening for 38.
How about this front row right here, guys?
I've watched these kids race since
I bet you Connor Zilic takes the lead.
they beat each other have since the day I've seen them race.
Brent Cruz, Connor Zilic.
I can't believe there's not more wrecks accelerating through that restart zone.
Green flag is in the air. And they keep it
Well, Cruz takes the lead into one. Corey LaJoy. Who's Corey LaJoy think he is?
To be able to have a little bit of security in the third one.
Well, we know how good those Tricon Garage trucks have been here with Corey Heim, Brent Cruz, Gio Ruggiero, part of that team as well, in fourth.
Excuse me.
On this restart through turn 1,
I had a good lunch today.
Dive Bomb City.
I'm still full. I don't even want to eat dinner now. And around goes the 13 of Garcia. Everybody should avoid him as long as there's no idiots coming out of the infield there.
Just opens up right there, and a lot of times what happens is somebody will dive in the pass and from behind you, get in there a little bit too hot, and then you're the guy turning into the corner when you get turned around.
And I think that's what makes all these playoff drivers, and myself included, into the race on Sunday.
Joey, I hope you have a terrible race Sunday.
Because it
Joey said he's nervous about Sunday because of things like that.
it's not even the truck that's directly behind you. It kind of does a couple fast, and it catches you off guard where you think you're already in good shape, and then you're not.
See our playoff drivers highlighted in yellow. They were down there quite a bit, slowly making their way up. But look at Corey Heim up into seventh after wrecking on turn 1, lap 1.
Caden Honeycutt almost back in the top 10 already.
That truck.
Corey must have had a great restart there, passing a lot of trucks.
Corey Heim is 7th.
A little bit of trouble on pit road. They were working on the body still, so I shouldn't call it trouble. Continuing to do some repairs on that truck during that pit stop, so they spent a little bit of extra time making sure that they didn't have that tire rub anymore during this run on the right front than they had on the last run.
Josh Malicki on the inside of Corey LaJoy.
Look at Josh Balicki.
Great job with Kickball Classic.
What a run.
Came out, a lot of fans. It was a good time, raised some great money.
Fuck the Chris Wright yellow. We got Josh Balicki top 5, son. He just passed Corey LaJoy. Corey LaJoy got passed by Josh Balicki. He's about to get passed by Corey Heim.
Just goes wide through this chicane here and hopes to keep Corey Heim behind him, but Corey just has so much speed.
Corey cut him off there.
Corey's right here.
Corey LaJoy cut off Corey Heim. Sorry, I didn't specify which Corey. Haim, Feldman, Heim, LaJoy. Does it really matter?
Time does it.
Yeah, and that's
The two Corys. My favorite reality show.
different strategy. Got themselves some
Corey Heim, top 5 alert. He's still good, guys.
got his second set.
They thought they fucked him on lap 1. They didn't fuck him hard enough.
Look at that last stage. The only way that
Yeah, I'm just so used to Balicki running poorly.
trouble, start in the back of the field, trying to get back up into the middle of the field. I don't think you're going to win the race putting an extra set on in that last stage.
Grant Enfinger trying to hold off Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt
tight race in there with the 38 and the 15.
Earlier, led 4 laps of this race.
Fuck. Sorry, I keep coughing.
Tanner Gray trying to work his way around the 38.
Schizophrenic weather around here ain't helping.
It's very inviting. They put it right in front of the fans right there. He's in that corner. Got
I'm tired.
like that.
I've heard too much, and then I get tired.
See it great from the grandstand sitting down there in turn 1 of the NASCAR oval.
So here we go into the back chicane, drag race, trying to outbreak each other. You're going to have to go too wide through this thing unless somebody gives. A lot of give and take through there. Everybody kind of gave a spot just to get through.
Yeah, you still talking to Jesse. Back up right there and make that hole because it is really difficult, especially loose ones, to get yourself in a bad position.
Ty Majeski riding on board right there. Back in 14th, just sang all day basically. There's so much wrong with his truck. He's not comfortable, not happy with it. He's been bouncing all around, but he's hanging tight, hanging tough right now.
And when that happens, you just want to grind it out, right? Like there's going to be more mistakes made. There's going to be more not perfect.
Fudge.
Mistakes as a driver, as you see some damage
The 19's got something sticking out of his left front. I can't tell if that's a piece of someone else's truck or something from inside of his.
but he can still get a 5th to 10th place finish with that truck.
Well, the way things are going on right now with a lot of these playoff trucks, just staying around is going to be a pretty good points day. When you look at what's going on with Riggs, without the sway bar.
16 goes around.
And around goes the 16. You mean to tell me Fox couldn't rehire Rick Allen and put him back with the Truck Series? I got to listen to Jamie Little. Well, Chris Wright spun, but it didn't bring out a caution. So, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, did it really happen? Did it really make a sound? Good God! What the fuck happened on the front stretch?
Dawson Sutton that hit the sign right there.
Watch this.
Goddamn, Timmy Hill made damn sure he was going to hit that sign. Holy fuck.
Remember, Dawson Sutton.
Don't run down there, it's wet.
Here's the
And then somebody got tired of being behind Chris Wright. The 91 spun Chris Wright.
Be looking for 91.
Pretty intentionally, it looked like to me.
in the 20 gets around him.
It's not a great place to try to pass someone there anyways because you're getting into a
Joey, it's the Truck Series. These guys don't know that that's not a great place to pass somebody.
you want to set yourself up for the breaking.
You know our philosophy? Every part of the racetrack is a passing zone if you're not a pussy.
Brent Cruz is enjoying his drive.
I hear that shit on road courses, passing zones. Everywhere is a passing zone. Fuck y'all.
Brent Cruz being really good on the road courses, and you see just those Tricon trucks are really good as well. Give them a lot of credit as you see Brent driving away from Connor Zillage, who we know is spectacular on road courses. He's going to have to deal with his teammate before this is over.
Time is pretty incredible, but like you said, it's going to be tough to get around these guys. I mean, Brent Cruz has all the data that Heim has. You know, he has those Simpsons.
Yeah, right now Corey Haim's getting beat by his teammate
The feedback
that has no damage and has had track position the whole race, and Connor Zillage, who's just as good as him. It's the only thing standing between Haim and yet another victory.
And the teams work together. Their cars or trucks are parked right next to each other. They're building everything right next to each other.
I'm really impressed with Cruz.
There's still a part
This is a very good showing for him.
where you just got to get out there and making laps and being out there and racing and learning some things the hard way. There's only so much data you can look
There's the
at.
tires squealing through there.
But it's not everything.
No matter how good you are, no matter how fast you are, how much talent you have to get out there and just do it.
I was listening to Shane Van Gisbergen the other day. He was interviewed about, you know, how he is so good. He's just amazing on road courses. He said he doesn't like simulation when it comes to road courses. He said, to your point, Joey, as a race car driver, I just need to feel it. I need to feel it and
Feel it, feel it.
It just can confuse the process.
Caden Honeycutt, 7th place. Whoa! He just run Bailey Curry into the wall. And nobody even mentioned it, because this is Fox. 44 slow on the apron.
These truckers have definitely never been in a truck in particular. So all they have is simulation to go off of. So they're going to use
Watch that damn 19. He's still got that weapon on his left front.
It's just the visuals for me were always the thing that I was able to memorize. I was able to memorize the shifts, the break points, and a lot of those things that you might have to.
Hey, Harvick, did you memorize the break point when you drove into turn 1 in 2021 here and crashed because you were scared of Chase Elliott?
Was going, and then you get into that track rhythm of being able to understand the bumps and the differences of your simulation.
Let's listen to Daniel Hemrick's radio. So that's good news. Daniel Hemrick, even with that damage there, everything feels fine. Back in
Son of a
14,
bitch.
got his sights.
It sounded like the 18 not being very smart, so I'm not sure what happened, but it sounds like that might be what caused that fender damage.
Going back, Joey, you talking about that's all they have. We don't test. You show up the day of. This was it today. These drivers, no matter how much experience.
That's great. We don't get to test or practice. You just show up the day of at a road course you've never been at before.
Kevin, they brought out the red, so that cost time. So they didn't get even their full amount of time to dial this place in.
Tom Majeski missed the chicane and did a stop and go.
Into the rear chicane there, too wide. I think it was the driver creep. I wasn't sure. And it looks like I said, someone's got to give. I think we'll have to go back and see if we get a replay of that.
It's Fox Sports, Joey. They might not find that replay for another week. But when they do, they're going to block out the entire screen and show it 12 times in excruciating slow motion.
Stay with us.
Excuse me. I need a nap. Feel this background noise, Race, while I have nothing to say.
Charlotte Motor Speedway's Roval. Brett Cruz continues to lead, the 17-year-old, making his 8th career truck start. Not driving like he only has 7 starts under his belt. But what a day it has been from the drop of the green flag. This was turn 1, lap 1. Corey Heim, 9-time winner on the season, goes around Lane Ricks, who's second in points right there. Severe damage, Brent Enfinger collected. The team works diligently on all the damage on the 11 truck. You put on a show, guys, from the back. One at a time, he has worked his way up to third. He's definitely still in this thing.
Yeah, well, he just ran his first lap faster than the leader of Brent Cruz. That last
Corey Haim's faster than Brent Cruz.
still capable of winning.
It's over, fam.
He was about.
We still got half a race left, just about.
Tire back into turn 1, and I've hit them both, and I can tell you the wall does a lot more damage than the tire pack.
I tell you, he's reeling in Connor Zillage too. I was saying how he's right now he's the fastest truck on the racetrack the last lap. I mean, he's looking to see if he can get Zillage that's going to put him in a decent spot for trying to win this race after the stage. The other thing you gotta wonder too, like all that damage too, is it going to affect his pit stops, right? The speed of the pit stop. Are they able to get that right front tire out of that fender well? Is he going to lose spots on pit road? You know, they're all things that the pit crew's going to have to deal with too.
Yeah, that's a good point, because that fender on the right front is way over the tire.
One note while we were away, Andres Perez in the 44 truck for Nice Motorsports went to the garage. He was running 6th at the time, had a transmission issue.
So it's one of those tracks where things break, right? Transmissions, rear gears. We've seen just suspension pieces today. It's just a challenging racetrack for everybody. Driver, team, everybody.
And for the truck teams in general, they've not raced on anything like that, as we see a lot.
That's a lot of smoke on the backstretch. What the fuck is that about? It's Fox Sports. We may never know.
Watch the feet here. Corey Heim. So this is a tricky braking corner here because you got lateral and then so it's easy to lock the inside tire. You see, gives it a little double check on the brake, make sure it's there, it's pumped up good. Grabs a couple downshifts. It's easy to throttle. He's always at the security hit. I don't know if you do that, Kevin, or used to do that, but he's giving a tap, make sure she's still there before you barrel it into the corner.
It's so interesting with these, hanging pedals compared to the floor mount pedals that are in the next gen car, and how tight that brake pedal is in the next gen car. It was so hard to break that habit, to not pump the brake, because it would engage the brakes on the next gen car. Where in these types of vehicles, you always did that courtesy pump.
Kevin Harvick talking about a courtesy pump. Pause.
See, sometimes you run over curbs or things like that, it'll kind of bounce the pads away from the rotor.
Fox Sports is so good. Like, there's an entire race going on, and they're just showing 3 cameras at once dedicated to one truck.
You want to make sure you have that feel right.
Like, you could show other stuff.
Seconds behind Connor Zillage. You saw that blue number 7.
It's like they can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Brett Cruz about 4 seconds ahead of Connor Zillage. 6 seconds now. So that window to flip the stage should be opening here shortly. In the next 2 to 3 laps, we should see if anybody's going to flip it. That would be the time.
They've barely talked about Connor Zillage running second.
Brent Cruz will hit a lap later than most of them being the leader, because when he crosses the finish line,
I guess they're tired of Zillage winning, too.
it's closed. So, you still got Caden Honeycutt still sitting there in 5th.
Ooh, we got some debris.
Might all change everything anyways.
Better hurry to pit road.
Came from.
And this is one of those situations, if you see this on the racetrack right now, bring her to pit road before the caution comes out for a size of debris that big.
It's like barely out of the racing groove. Ruggiero made it to pit road.
They saw it. This is going to cycle him out front because he's going to make his pit stop unless they throw the caution for that or don't throw the caution for that.
It's below
Tanner Gray on pit road.
Start at the alternate start finish line between 3 and 4 on the oval. comes in for his tires and fuel.
Well, this will be interesting to see how NASCAR calls this, because I've seen in the past where NASCAR doesn't want to get in the middle of a green flag cycle and screw up people's strategies. But you've also seen when there's a tire carcass on the racetrack, they take caution for it. And that's pretty much, I mean, it's...
Brent Cruz are going to take their chances and run another lap.
Running right on the line, so definitely interesting. I believe if I saw that on the racetrack, I'm coming on pit road.
Connor Zilic is pitting.
Connor Zilic on pit road. Caitlin, he's coming your way.
Yeah, Connor Zilic pits from second, said he was tight center, loose off, also saying, I feel like I have no grip anywhere, so they're going to go ahead and do a track bar adjustment for the 7.
41 and Connor Zilic.
Josh Balicki in for his service. Ty Majeski on pit road as well. Balicki's done a nice job.
He's had a great day's practice, qualifying, put together a great race. This guy, Ty Majeski, he's been miserable inside the truck, but they are grinding it out. You see some damage on the right front fender. We see him stop in the back chicane.
Rodney Atkins.
A little trouble on the left rear right there, but
Talk about it.
Lane Riggs' truck is still trying to roll over on the right front.
It ended before we even started.
He's got no sway bar on that truck, Lane Riggs, so he's been struggling with a lot of roll.
Here comes Cruz with 3 to go.
Brent Cruz on pit road.
Pits with a 7.5-second lead over Corey Heim.
Corey Heim pits with him, so Honeycutt's going to win another stage. How about that?
Can't get the right front off.
Ooh, slow stop for the 1. Just a little slow.
Got the clearance on the fender, but when that tire doesn't drop down very fast, it's hard for the tire.
Hopefully the 11 guys have a fast stop. They've been a little slow, I think, checking the fenders for damage and stuff, but I think that truck's okay.
Amanda.
Yeah, as it pits over the wall on the right-hand side of that truck, you see them pulling out that fender as you guys were concerned.
It's hard for them to be fast on the right front of the 11 just with that damage, so the 1's going to stay in front of him. Hopefully for Heim's sake, this will be their last stop of the day.
Absolutely. He has been through war and back, from the back to the front. He pitted from second. So Caden Honeycutt right there is your leader.
And I think we talked about this earlier about putting themselves in the middle of the pack. They didn't have any issues on the restart. Now they're in that same position again to be able to take a stage win, gather another 10 points. And right now, the way that it stands, the 34 truck is actually on the outside looking in, and Kate Honeycutt keeps making up those points. But we'll see how this cycles around when they come to pit road, and we see all the points as they run then. But he has made up a ton of points, and Lane Riggs came in with a 22-point advantage, and with his sway bar braking, that is exactly what he didn't want to see, was to give up those points and not score any stage points with a really fast truck.
Yeah, Caden Honeycutt's going to, gets through this lap. He's going to have 20 points just in stages alone. He's put himself in a pretty good spot.
Did they fire Tony Brodner? I have no fucking clue. I'm so out of the loop. No, she's still racing.
He'll have to fight his way back up, but
She's in the 5 today, right?
maximizing the day. How many points?
I'm so out of the loop on
I
that.
don't care where I finished. How many points did I score? Caden Honeycutt, Infinger, Caruth, these guys, Hemrick as well. They're going for the max points day.
Caden Honeycutt got the stage win earlier, first stage win of the season. Looking to pick up his second one here on the final lap of stage number 2.
And as a crew chief, when you're sitting up on the box and it all works out, you don't wreck on the restart, and you're able to cycle your way back up there, win another stage, you're in a fortunate spot that everything cycles through. But it is definitely a chance that you take when you don't flip these stages from a track position standpoint.
But you said it, Kevin. Honeycutt, Infinger, Caruth, Hemrick, all these guys, they're actually going there to beat Cruz and Heim. They're not fast enough. So you got to understand that and accept it. Sometimes you don't want to, but you have to. It's okay. How do we make our day great, even though we're not the fastest? This is how you do it.
Here comes Caden Honeycutt. He picks up the second stage win of the day. All three of his career stage wins have come right here, actually, at Charlotte. He got one on the Oval earlier this season as well.
Well, whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Stuart Friesen, the man that normally drives this truck, he's the co-owner of the truck. He is at home healing up. He's going to like what he's seeing here today at Charlotte. Good stops.
Running out of gas here. I'm tired. At least I don't regret streaming this today. But I am tired.
And the Wolverines going head-to-head with Wisconsin. That's at noon. Big noon Saturday. That's only on Fox. Of course, El Presidente, Dave Portnoy, his dog Peaches. They have a great show on Saturdays. We're looking forward to watching that tomorrow. Meanwhile, back here at the Roval, getting ready to drop the green flag on stage number 3, the final stage of the day. And what is this? Parker Kligerman, we talked about him. His day was over. He had issues, had to go to the garage, and he is on standby.
And Parker's been a pretty good standby driver. If anyone remembers the Xfinity race in Daytona, he got in for Connor Zillage, and yeah, he won that one. So, you know, if you're going to be a guy that needs to get in for someone, I'd say Parker does a pretty good job at it.
Well, we're hearing that the 20 of Will Rogers from Young's Motorsports was not feeling well. He's still in the
Substitute driver Tom.
Try to tough it out here, but they're getting Parker ready just in case. So why would you do this? Well, if your driver's not feeling good, he's going to get out. Why would you ask another driver to hop in to finish it?
Someone's got to finish the race.
What kind of stupid fucking question is that? Did you hear that?
I know we like to.
Why would you do this? Because we got to finish the fucking race.
These teams are up.
Higher we finish, the more money we get.
Men and women that are working on these race cars.
Like,
And
fucking duh.
You're not up for the job, right? You're not
Kind of
feeling good.
fucking brain dead question did she just ask?
Right? Like, you got to put somebody in it.
If you're a race car driver, why does she ask if you're a race car driver, why do you want to win so many races?
You know, luckily for them,
It's like, oh, I don't know.
workers are on the sidelines, which
super sub. We saw what he did at Daytona not too long ago. Connor Zilic broke his collarbone. Started the race, had to get out.
Let's not talk about poor Connor breaking his collarbone. I was so mortified for him once I got over the fact that he was hurt. Like, the fear of how badly he was hurt.
Can make up a couple positions. That's extra points for them.
And financially it matters too, right? These trucks, depending on where you finish, it's the difference on how much you get paid. The team gets paid. So, yeah, you got to go out there and get those spots.
And another thing, when you're racing every week, you want to try to be in the right group in qualifying and get the right pit stall. So there's just an endless amount of things where the finishing position helps, whether it's financially or pit stalls or whatever it is. There are benefits from finishing as far forward as possible.
Here we go. Pits look like they're going to be open.
Here they come. Kate Honeycutt leads him down.
Does this race turn into a shit show? Or does Corey Heim wrestle this lead away and just drive off into the sunset? But man, what a question that she asked.
Drove to 7th place under green. Jimmy feels like they can get back in that top 10 under green. Went for the points. Caden said, don't change your truck. I love it the way it is. Caitlin.
Well, Todd, looking at the 71 of Raja Caruth, respectable day for him. Picked up points in both stages, saying he's tight in 4 and 5. Feels like he's been lacking drive all day in that 71. The 9 of Grant Enfinger, great bounce back after an early incident for that team. He says it's loose in turn 6, but the balance is pretty neutral, Amanda.
Yeah, hopefully Tyler Ingram, that team is wrapping up the pit stop for them. His crew chief told Tyler it is going to be a battle the rest of the way. A lot of teams are expecting this stage 3 to get ugly. Mark Hillman said, hammer on them.
Raja Caruth's team, nice job. Picked him up 2 spots.
You talk about this race getting ugly, meaning he's going to get aggressive. I can see that. If it's gonna
I'm
happen,
fearful, Joey, for what may be about to happen.
That's right.
And then I
We
can
could
see
be here a while.
creating some separation. But it's going to be fun when you see Daniel Hemrick here with it. They're trying to fix that left front fender that they had some damage on.
Said it didn't feel like it was affecting the truck. May as well take the time. Quite a few laps still left here at the Roval. 25 laps to go officially.
I've said it over and over. That Fox Sports 1 NASCAR music that they play is so bad. It's so shit. Bring back fucking Speed Channel music. That was fucking manly. You knew you was gonna see some shit when that music hit. So, guys, Jamie Little posed a great question. Why would you want to finish this race? Why bother? I mean, right? Xfinity race ain't till 5 tomorrow. That's kind of nuts. I prefer Xfinity races to be really early or super late. When you get to like that 2 to 4 window, I get fucking annoyed. But if they start like after 5 or before 2, I'm happy.
It's been good and bad for playoff drivers. All of them have
It's that middle of the day shit that drives me crazy.
started at the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, and that was just a mistake by Grant Enfinger, but it wiped out a few of our playoff guys. And then Ben Rhodes, big mistake back there in turn 5.
He just had some carnage throughout the day. Some carnage in this final corner here, this final chicane. Where it's just a tricky corner here. You see turn 7, tight. A lot of running into each other.
Yeah, a little payback right there from the 56 to the Dawson Sutton truck there. He got even.
Found out that there's water barriers holding those boards down.
It's exciting.
You learn something new every day.
This stuff is on track tomorrow.
I mean, I'd like to not figure that out personally.
NASCAR 25, October 14th. It comes out for me on the 10th.
Obviously.
We're going to go right through it. So the splash could be bigger.
Oh, thanks. I was thinking I would get through the corner.
No, I just meant,
Like I wouldn't hit it at all.
I could just hit it with full speed and blow it apart.
Cool.
Did we ever find out why Kligerman's truck is out of the race, or did I just fucking fall into a memory hole and not realize what happened?
See how he feels.
I guess I just wasn't paying that close attention.
Down and see Parker climb aboard. So Joe, our stat guy, just gave me this. 50% of cautions on road courses this year occur.
If I was crew chief for that 20 truck, I'd make him come in and let Parker get in there, because Parker will wheel the hell out of that thing. He'll get more out of it than whoever's driving it will. Excuse me.
Stay tuned.
Like I said, if it's gonna happen on these starts.
So the youngsters, Red Cruz 17, Connor Zillich 19, been racing against each other a long time.
Zillich ran a little harder that time, but couldn't get there. Cruz has been money on these restarts. Give him credit. Heim on the outside of Josh Bilicki. That's going to hurt him here in turn 1. I think he's got to get up on the wheel before that one gets checked out. Because the one of Cruz has been checking out all day long.
Maintains that third spot. Put Bailey Curry in the 45 up to 5th. Gio Ruggiero in 6th.
Connor Zillich knows that if he's going to get this lead, he's got to do it these first couple of laps. It seems like
Get after it, Connor. Ooh, the way he closed in there.
compared to the 7. See a little bit of defense right there from the
Yeah, the one really protecting coming back onto the oval.
I hear some breadwinners down there. Somebody's spinning out.
Harvick said, I'm hearing trucks spin out, and Fox is just like, nah, it's cool. Josh Bilicki got spun out. Yeah, he was 4th. How observant.
Dive Bomb City.
All right, go back to the leaders.
Somebody's spinning a donut.
Holy fucking Christ, go back to leaders. Okay, I guess we'll just what? Never mind. If something happens up at the front, you ain't going to see it. We're going to watch Josh Bilicki get spun by Bailey Curry and Ruggiero 25 times. Full screen in slow motion from multiple camera angles.
Talked about that earlier, Kevin. Like you think you're good, you're into the corner, everything's fine. From 2 trucks back, you get wiped out.
Nothing going on at the front? We don't know because we're not seeing the leaders right now. I know Cruz, Zillich, and Heim are relatively close together, but we're not seeing it right now. We're watching 7th place.
Well, that's what can happen. You get a good restart, you get clean air, you get a little distance.
This is maddening, by the way. That's great. Can you show first, second, and third? They're literally nose to tail.
Got a sway bar on this thing, and it's kind of goofy when we watch this thing go around a corner. The nose is up in the air.
All right, we don't need to see what happens at the front. I guess it's cool.
Should be doing, but he's doing a great job maintaining.
Don't give up. And Lane Riggs came into this round at 2nd in points.
Have not seen the leaders in over a lap.
Just bad luck at the start of this race.
The 3 best drivers in this field. Have not seen them in over a lap.
Another pass.
We are watching 4th, 5th, and 6th place.
7 on Ruggiero.
Does FS1 not realize that's not for the lead? That the top 3 guys are so far ahead that this looks like the lead and they're just confused or something? Like,
Impressed me with all the success that he's had in his
I don't know.
position and where he's run and his racecraft and things that he's done throughout the year in that 17 truck. He's done a great job. Obviously, had a lot of success in Arco, the things that he raced.
Fox Sports be like, that's great. Let's see Paul Allen's replay.
He had 0 truck starts when he came into Daytona this year.
It even has the watermark.
Pull him back a little bit. He's worked on his racecraft. He is one of those that sat in the sim with Corey Hyman's teammate, just watching and listening to try to learn this place. And it's showing.
Something wild to look at here, guys, is look at the gap. The first 3 trucks.
Joey's pointing out what I pointed out a lap ago, that the top 3 are so far ahead you cannot even see them.
Some of that's because
There they are.
but a lot of it's because they've been racing. The 41 was 4
There's a huge gap now from 3rd back to 4th.
Who's touching the leaders like they do right now? The only prayer they have is a caution. Because
These trucks battling for fourth.
And that is not the place you want to be on the outside of the racetrack, but it puts you in a good position.
Oh, dive bomb here from the 81 of Mosak.
Majeski saw
He went for the 3-watt dive bomb on Majeski and Ruggiero.
happening. He asked up before the
Majeski held him off.
Did he get dumped? He said, I got to get out of the way. And he did the best job he could to make sure he got out of the way and secure that position.
And right behind them, Lane Rich has picked up 2 more spots into 8th.
Those are the things that put having a chance to win a championship year in and year out. Little things like that matter.
Sometimes the best defense is protecting yourself and putting yourself in the right spots and not just saying, oh, you got in there too far. But when you can anticipate...
Brent Cruz really is just kicking their ass. Zilich couldn't do anything with him, and Himes just kind of staying where he is.
Corey Heim closing that gap to Connor Zilich. Great battle.
The race could be for 2nd here while the 1 drives away.
Charlotte.
Crazy. Ozzy. He's hollering for me. We watching the race, Ozzy. Say hello. EO's trying to squeak back at him. That was her best meow. Ozzy doing her. She was hollering back at you, Ozzy. But she not the one that did it. Her all backed away. Yeah. Truck race is almost over. Ooh, Heim got into 2nd.
Real wide there, like you kind of missed that corner.
I'm so glad we missed that during commercial. Thank you, Fox. What a time to go to commercial. God, that one is just so fucking fast.
He and Brent Cruz.
This will at least keep Brent Cruz honest.
Brent is faster on more laps than not. So to see him make up a couple seconds, a little over 3 seconds at this point, it's going to be tough to do without a caution.
Yeah, I'd agree. But we've also seen Corey Heim do things like that before.
Yeah, and I think that we'll be able to see how fast his truck really is over these next couple of laps and get a better gauge on it. But it's a tall task to make up 3 seconds.
We see Corey Heim. I feel like something he does really good at. I think he has a fast truck, goes really fast. He's got great pace, but sometimes he doesn't, and he has to just fight some adversity throughout the day. He does a good job at fighting through.
The start of this race, I wouldn't have given Corey Haim any shot whatsoever to get back to second with that damage.
Wrecked on the first lap, able to score points. You see the damage on that truck. Obviously, it's not what he's new, and he's still running second. And we're talking about him possibly winning this race, right? Whether he runs him down or takes a caution or whatever, his name's in the hat of possibly winning this race. It's just good race car driving.
I feel like that's how we describe you. I feel like you guys just grind away and
Grind
yourself.
away.
Find a
Keep
way.
grinding.
That's right. Keep yourself in position. You just never know how the end of these races are going to work out. And if you're there, you got a shot.
Right. We talk about it all the time. NASCAR racing is very unpredictable. It's not like other forms of motorsports where you just kind of can see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like other forms of motorsport where, you know, people get what they deserve and shit at the end of the year, you know.
All it takes is one truck to blow a tire. Maybe that pink truck right there pops a tire and leaves the carcass on the racetrack. Maybe someone makes a mistake. You just don't know. And that gives you the opportunity to go again.
How often do you have a perfect truck, perfect pit stops? Rarely. I mean, rarely do you have a perfect day. Corey Heim has had some perfect days, but a lot of them, they've had to overcome adversity. They haven't been perfect, but they just get the job done. They don't give up, and they find a way.
I think that's the important thing that they obviously understand about racing is things are going to happen. And if you have a meltdown every time that they happen, instead of analyzing, adapting and adjusting and fixing the problem and getting the most out of it, then you're going to have a lot of bad days that just are always bad instead of a recovery on some of them.
Raja Caruth, Jake Garcia back in 12th and 13th.
You saw Gene kind of smoke that left front tire into the braking zone of that final chicane. Allowed Caruth to close the gap, put that pressure on him. And that's a lot of road course racing as well. You just gotta put the pressure on these guys. You get close to them, you get them looking in the mirror, and then as they go into the braking zone, they're defending, they're slowing down, and they can't get away anymore. So that's what Caruth's doing right now. He's pressuring Jake Garcia, and he's got the opportunity.
Here goes Raja Caruth. Can he make this?
Oh!
Jake Garcia, and around goes Tyler Ankrum. You know who's missing from this battle is Grant Enfinger. About 3 laps ago, we were looking at Grant Enfinger battling with Raja Caruth. Jake Garcia, he's fallen back a few. He's back in 16th. 15 laps to go. It has been a special day for Brent Cruz looking for his first career Truck Series win.
Now they'll go side by side, won't they? Oh no, they went full screen again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stupid phone. Can this race just be over with now? Because I got shit to go do. I'm going to get to take a nap anytime soon. Me trying to whistle. Still green under commercial. I had to look at the leaderboard so we don't get jump scared by the caution when we come back.
Red Cruz continuing to do
13 really boring laps to go.
He's led 43 laps so far today
But because it's trucks, I got to hang around and see if anything's going to happen.
over Corey Heim.
I don't think it's
You may
gonna.
notice the pink walls. Pit road walls around Charlotte
Hey, are you
Roval.
guys aware of breast cancer?
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink encourages screenings and supporting those, of course, who have been affected by breast cancer. So you see some of the pink trucks. You'll see that throughout the month of October.
I like when they do the pink window nets.
Women in your life, go get screened. See a pink truck right there. Bailey Curry doing a good job with it as well. He's running in the top 10. More good this race.
Alex doing a good job working his way back through the field up to 15th. Remember, he took some extra time on pit road to fix that left front fender. Looks like it's fixed-ish.
And it's really important every position that he can get. He's now 4 points on the other side of the cut line. So all of these 1-point positions matter with Talladega coming up, Martinsville coming up, because how many times have we seen some big contact back there between the team trucks, 42 and 45. But
Saw this on pit road earlier.
got them all right there together. All the niche trucks, 42, 45, 41.
This will be fun to watch as they go into the chicane. It doesn't seem like there's much give and take between these two.
These trucks going into the chicane on the back.
Be here either. Looks like they're gonna
45 kind of let him go to try to cross him over. That was a smart move. These teammates are racing hard.
You see Bailey Curley and Matt Mills. You see 45 running up the hill like, hey man, what are we doing here?
Now they're side by side into another one.
Just keep it up, boys. Two for one.
He shot for a little lane. He should get in.
Oh, the 45. Oh, hopped the curb and just about walled Josh Balicki, who had to slow down again for someone.
That was all a battle for 15.
And watched Matt Crafton's going to pass both of them now.
Gets around. Moves into 17th.
It's only for 16th.
Bailey Curry hit that blue turtle. You've hit him, Joey. I mean, when you hit the front side of it like
Joey Logano loves those blue turtles at the Roval. They're the reason he won the championship last year after the 48 hit one.
He kind of took most of that hit where he had to lift and not get into the wall. But it's really not much you can do. After you hit that curve and the whole truck goes up in the air, you're along for the ride as a race car driver.
Bailey Curry, he spun Matt Crafton for no reason, it looked like.
been super aggressive. He just drove in there and
Well deserved. Fuck Matt Crafton.
he's going to be mad about that one. As he should be.
Like I said, fuck Matt Crafton. Fuck him and his lisp.
Roval has extended his lead over Corey Heim, 3.5 seconds.
Well,
Boy, Fox really knows how to make a boring race seem even more boring.
We talked about this one truck of Brent Cruz being the one that was probably able to keep up. Now we've seen Heim got crashed on the first lap, has some damage, took a little bit of speed out of his truck probably, but I think truck to truck, I think as this race went on, Brent Cruz was going to get a little bit better and a little bit better as he got more comfortable in the vehicle. He races, but he doesn't race it every week, and we know how good and how much talent Brent has to be successful on these road courses and everything else that he's ever driven. So I know Corey Heim wrecked, but I still felt like that this one truck was going to have the possibility of racing with Corey Heim today head-to-head.
Well, he's done a good job, too. I mean, look at his truck. There's no marks on that thing. I mean, he's got one little donut on the left rear. He's done a good job.
As the leader crosses the line, we've now reached our craftsman. 10 to go. And back to Brent Cruz. I mean, what makes it even more impressive to me is he's a part-time guy. We mentioned this is only his 8th start in the series.
Yeah, 10 to go. It's a long time here. Right? 10 to go. A lot of things can happen still. So he's doing a good job. Just
10 to go.
Get to the end of this thing as quick as possible.
Yeah, and I think, when you look at Corey Heim,
We're still awake, I promise. Right, EO?
that he's been able to accomplish in the truck series, the experience that he has.
Corey Heim is a little faster than Cruz right now.
Is what it needs to be.
Can he do it consistently over the course of 10 laps and make up that gap? I don't know.
What you need outside of your part-time gig.
Doesn't look like it so far.
So he's not raced as much this year as Corey Heim and getting the experience in other places aside from the truck series. So it's definitely impressive to see what Brent is doing in his part-time role, but not surprising on a road course.
Corey Heim had the fastest lap the last time around. Brent Cruz second.
Oh yeah, shout out to Fox for actually being at the racetrack, but only because it's in Charlotte. I'm surprised that they still didn't do a remote broadcast. That would have been so Fox Sports. Like, yeah, the race is in Charlotte, but we can't be bothered. Remote broadcast.
Brent Cruz heads into turn 1, clears him no problem.
And right now, if you're Brent Cruz and you're sitting inside the truck, you're like, all right, no cautions. All I want to do here is just, I've got a nice lead right now. There's no chaos.
That nice lead's getting a little smaller.
At this current moment.
Was 3 seconds, now it's 2.
Clean racetrack and do the things that I need to do. And as we rounded turn 4 right there, I saw the lap trucks off in the distance right there. So we've seen, as Brent went by this lap truck, the 62, he lost the second of his lead. So it is not hard to lose a 2-second lead if something doesn't go right in lap traffic.
That lead was 3.5 seconds just 2 laps ago. It's down to 2 seconds. Brent Cruz continues to lead here at Charlotte. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing. We're going side by side.
Remote broadcasts are stupid, but it would have been so funny if they did one for this. Boy, that lap traffic came up in a hurry, and that lead is down to about 1.5 seconds now. Ooh-wee. I know the lap trucks are going to try to cut him a break, but there's just certain places on this racetrack where you just can't get out of the way. So this is going to be hard for the next 8 laps. catching these lap cars on these fucking chicanes, I swear. Feel like it hurt Heim there more than it did Cruz catching that one.
Corey Heim is on the move. He has shrunk that gap now just a second and a half back from Brent Cruz. They have been mired in lap traffic. You saw it on side-by-side.
Now there's nobody between them, but the one got some of his lead back. It's back up to almost 2 seconds.
Pushing this truck, he had both left side tires off in the grass. We've seen him slide the left front tire going through lap traffic right here in turn 7, the last lap. So he can smell a little bit of blood in the
Zilich is not a factor. He's over 7.5 seconds back.
I think Cruz feels it as well, right? He's got to pick up the pace too, right? Maybe Brent was up there just kind of saving his stuff a little bit, but you start to see that check in your mirror get a little bit bigger. You got to start pushing a little bit harder. That's when the mistakes start showing up.
There's one lap truck ahead of them. And then they're pretty clear after that.
That can tell us a lot. This is kind of the first lap both of these trucks have had clean running without passing a lap car in the last 5 laps or so. This will kind of show us the pace.
Yeah, pay attention to lap time on this one.
catch lap truck in the wrong spot, which Brent is going to catch that lap truck in the middle of turns 1 and 2. So what he's hoping.
They're coming up on Chris Wright. Wow, Chris Wright just pulled over and stopped. He took enough shit after that Texas Xfinity race this year when he wiped out Allgaier because he changed lanes like 4 times in one corner.
Basically the same pace.
Yeah, Chris Wright just pulled the hell over and just stopped.
Not to make that big mistake that cost you a half a second. A second all at once as you see that truck a little bit loose right there into 6.
And those are the little mistakes that stack up, right? You got to chase it a little bit, get a little bit wide there. It's going to hurt you a little bit in turn 7 because your angle wasn't as good as you wanted it to be. And it's going to stack up to 10 or 2 right there.
And there's just nowhere to hide here at this place. When you make those mistakes, it costs you lap time. No matter how big or small it is, it's bigger than most places because of how technical it is and how much the roll speed means and what it leads to.
Right.
A lot of times you make the mistake in the wrong spot, it leads to a really long straightaway.
The precision you need to get around the roval is so important. Is your point, Kevin? You get onto these long straightaways, a little mistake gets exaggerated, but also like through the infield part, the technical, the tight stuff. You miss one corner and it goes right into the next corner. You're offline, and you're offline for the next one. It's hard to get straightened back out.
Love this split screen. I was just thinking about David Gilliland, Johnny Ray, the co-owners, the Tricon.
Shout out to David Gilliland.
Tricon Garage umbrella. In fact, the one truck has not won a race since 2009. Be a big moment for this team. Jacob Hampton right there on the right side, the crew chief for Brent Cruz. And he's dealing with different drivers.
I don't think Heim can get him without some serious lap traffic help.
Somebody else comes in.
They kind of just run evenly when they're not around anybody. Joey just pointed that out. They're dead even. 1.5 seconds separate them.
Meanwhile, we saw Scott Ciccatelli, the crew chief for Corey Heim. I don't think he sweats much. He's pretty even keel like Corey. Stays even keel. He knows what they're capable of. Doesn't get too stressed about things.
Well, that's what puts them in a position to do things like they did today. It's like, all right, we crashed. Okay, well, what do we got to do to fix it? We're not going to sit here, yell and scream and dwell on who did what. What do we need? Corey's very good at, and Scott is as well. They're both very good at analyzing, all right, what's next? All right, we need some bare bond. We need to get the fender off the tire. All right, get those tires off. You got to start directing orders to go to the next phase of what you can do, and it puts us back in a position
4 to go.
to be in the conversation. You know, there's 4 to go. You don't know if a caution is going to fly here. You don't know if Brent could make a mistake, but you're at least in the conversation because you're solving those problems, and that's the biggest thing that a lot of young drivers and truck teams don't understand is
What the fuck is the 13 doing?
but we problem solve.
races. So they should be confident in each other. But that's what momentum in sports is when you believe in each other so much that you really can't shake them. Right? You got to just fight through adversity like this nothing.
Daniel Hemrick back in 14th. Checking in on some battles throughout the field. Grant Enfinger just picked up that spot. That moves him into 11th. Been a rough one for him as well.
Cruz is pulling away again.
You say it's been a rough one, sure. His truck's beat up, but they went for the stage points. So he's still doing good on points on the day because he got stage points in both stages and he's just outside the top 10.
Points are so tight. So far.
Yeah, and you know the Grant's sitting inside that truck. He knows that first lap. Or we gave him, I guess we call it the first lap. I always call it lap 0.
What?
That is Brent Cruz's rating.
What?
Running out of fuel.
Brent Cruz said he's running out of gas. There's 3 laps to go.
And some of that can be his road courses, you know, the pickups are in different spot in the fuel cell. You gotta assume they got
That's concerning.
maybe they tried to leave it a little bit light, considering
Tony Bridinger's like almost come to a complete stop in the infield.
Right there, so
Oh Lord.
So they last pitted on lap 38. Right now we're on 64. We were told 34 to 36.
He's not slowed up really at all yet, but he said he feels like he's running out of gas. And Tony Breidinger was slow there in the infield. Oh, she stopped. She's completely fucking stopped, bro. That's a caution. That's a caution, guys. How are you not throwing a caution? She's fucking stopped. Finally.
very dangerous place to be sitting.
Jeez Louise.
spot.
Her truck is stopped and rolling backwards. Well, tell the one to save here. Going to overtime.
Last thing you want to see.
Lord, if he was already worried about gas and we're about to run an extra couple of laps.
And that's what we were talking about. Because as a driver, you're sitting inside of that truck, just knowing that the
Something's going to go wrong.
pretty high. Because it always seems to happen.
This happens.
And on top of it, now he's worried that he's running out of fuel. So what do?
Cross your fingers and hope for the best. I'm not coming down pit road.
Kevin?
Yeah, no point in pitting.
They don't have
Run it out.
so it's obvious that it's
She still ain't going. The truck just died over there.
that last little piece of the race went right there. The last half a lap for him. They got to analyze to see if it's a problem that they think that they can't overcome and need to get to pit road. But I mean, unless it's at that point, you stay out there and hope for the best. Even though hope's a bad strategy, Joey.
Living on hopes and dreams over here, buddy.
Well, we're halfway there.
Wrecker helping Tony Breidinger. Could be
So the-
fired.
The other option here too is a
Nice car overtime.
set left of tires. I'd have a hard time coming in and doing that just for a green white check.
If I'm in the top 4, I'm not pitting.
One of the back drivers gonna lead last.
Now Matt Crafton stopped.
16th, why
I'm guessing he's out of gas too.
I think I'd maybe go for it. You know, I think
Oh, no, he's rolling. I don't know what that was about.
But I think if you're in the top 7 or 8,
They got her rolling again. I think she's just low on gas and it shut
So
off.
I just, getting yourself buried back in the middle of this crazy restart here at the end.
She was forever away from pit road where she ended up stopped at.
Storm.
yeah, this is gonna most likely be the slowest restart we have seen all day.
Shit show incoming.
Every one of them so far.
Yes, there has been. First NASCAR overtime in quite some time for the Truck Series.
Really? Good God. Well, I mean, Corey Haim's been waxing everybody's ass and the races have been boring, so I'm not surprised it's the first overtime in a while.
Corey Haim's probably loving this.
Yeah, you know Corey Haim's gonna stay out because all he has is 2 tires left from the accident he had earlier.
Like an oval race where you have places to go, like last week at Kansas, right? Like it's
To make
just
up a bunch of spots,
To make up
right?
a bunch of spots, and you can maybe make up a couple spots getting into
Pit road better be open this time. They got everybody gathered up
1,
here.
2, 3, and 4, most likely through 5 and 6. Your next spot, you're stuck until you get 7.
That's right.
Well, pit road is open.
Corey Haim was going really hard there. I bet he has like no tire left, but he's got to stay out.
About fuel issues, then, if they're that concerned about it. Here comes the moment of truth as you come off of this corner right here is where the pit road opens.
Heard Corey Heim shut it off there. They pitted together. Lap 38.
They were about to pit, they would be tighter on them. But
Oh my
Here he comes,
goodness.
giving up the lead. Brent Cruz.
Cruz is pitting. Corey Haim stayed out.
wow.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of trucks pit here, but boy, it's gonna be a tall task.
Certainly more trucks pitted here than stayed out.
Well, now it looks to me like pitting is going to end up being the correct call
Silich and Cruz.
because only one or a couple stayed out. That's crazy. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
How close is he? We don't know how many overtimes.
Race off pit road is going to go to
I mean, they should
Zilich, Majeski,
a little bit or something like that.
and then Cruz.
He's fine.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people made the call, maybe not knowing that the one truck was having some fuel issues. They're like, oh my god, the leader is pitting. Pit, why not?
There's a lot of people who just follow the leader
Yeah.
sometimes. And if you follow the leader, I heard Larry Mack say this one time, and it's always stuck with me. If you follow the leader, you follow the leader. You never get ahead of him.
Yeah.
You gotta do something different.
And Corey Heim didn't have a choice. He's got 2 tires, but they're left side tires.
It's Corey Heim, the leader, is credited with leading 1 lap today. That was during green flag pit cycle. We'll see how it all shakes down. NASCAR overtime coming up.
Clusterfuck. What are you doing, Mr. Rossi?
Sunday, a Fox NFL doubleheader starts with Dak and the Cowboys taking on the Jets or other regional action. Then in America's Game of the Week, Justin Herbert and the Chargers take on the Commanders, or it's Lions-Bengals. Check local listings for the games in your area. Of course, that's only on Fox. All right, guys.
Well,
NASCAR overtime.
I think upon further review here, as many of these trucks that pitted, Connor Zilich and Ty Majeski
4 trucks stayed out.
road.
Everybody else pitted.
Tires, but there are way less people in between them than I thought were going to be.
So
Yeah, I thought
4 trucks stayed out.
Stay
Everybody
because
else.
A lot of them just follow the leader, and boy, Zilich is
Ah,
gonna
Mosaic
be-
Riggs and Chandler Smith. May
he's
God be
gonna
with you.
pass Chandler Smith, who hasn't been super fast today. Riggs, who doesn't have a sway car. Right, and Mozak's
Brent Cruz wound up back in 7th because of this. He lost 2 spots on pit road plus the 4 that stayed out.
Yeah,
This is going to be a good race.
it's going to be interesting for sure.
Okay, so how did we get here? We started the race with the truck that's leading right now, but oh, that's not the story. Let's take you back to lap 1, turn 1, lap 0, as Kevin Harvick says.
Yeah, you see the 9 truck make a mistake right there, turn down into the 34, which turns the 11 into the barrier and takes 3 of your playoff drivers on lap 0 into the fence.
And they fought all the way back up to what you see now. And it looked like they were going to finish second if this thing went green. Now they find themselves, like we talked about all the time, this is Corey Heim type things to do. Just manages, handles the situation, puts himself in position again. Now he's in position to win this race. Is it easy? No. He's going to have his hands full with Connor Zillich and Ty Majeski. And he's still got to get through the restart with Mozak and Riggs that close as well. So here they are. They already chose. So here's where you can kind of see that third row is the trucks with tires. That's the first trucks with tires. It's all going to be about this restart.
Can't remember the last time I was so nervous for a truck race.
Ty Majeski in the 98. It's all going to be about the first 3 or 4 corners. Are they going to be able to keep in touch with Corey Heim, or is Corey going to get out and get far enough away they don't have to deal with them?
And it's interesting that third row choose right there. You see Connor Zillich chose what will be the outside into turn 1. And I would have thought he would have done the opposite to try to get 3 wide under that second road to try to take care of those 2 passes right off the bat. But we'll see.
Let's get a quick update on Corey Heim. Amanda.
Yeah, he was asking about that stop and why not do it. And Scott Cividelli said we're going to get killed off of pit road. You have to think that goes to the damage on the truck. And Scott,
That's been a problem all day long. The Corey Heim's team have had slow stops because they have to really work to get that right front tire in.
One of the sets of tires after he spun out. To put on, which isn't a huge gain. You might as well take a year and a chance to win.
Hopefully he gets a good launch, and miraculously there's no cautions.
There we go, boys. First 4 trucks.
That would be miraculous to not get a caution here.
Tires. Leaders making their way through the Echo Park.
Connor Mozak just going to wipe him out. Mozak did a really good job there, but he let the 38 get to his inside and the 11's clear.
Yeah, and Lane Riggs didn't get going right there. Check
Lane Riggs really blew that restart back there.
Zillich has the battle.
And the good news for the 11, the 2 slow trucks on old tires with him are 2 wide right in front of the 98. 98 still can't get through. Zillich still can't get through. The 11's building a gap while all this is going on behind him.
That's going to be a big pass.
This has been a great first lap for Heim.
Side by side or just basically.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Look how far out there he is.
He got way out there. Zillich is going to make a big move here on this 38, I feel like. Oh my God, Majeski, what in the fuck are you doing? Well, Majeski just won the race for Heim because that's not going to be a caution, and that just fucking stacked everybody up.
Turn 7. We've seen it, man.
Ty Majeski just didn't even try to make the corner and just wiped everybody. He looked like Nemechek on Zane Smith at Kansas last week.
Yeah, he's looking great right now.
But Cruz is into second with a whole lap and a half to go.
But that's exactly what Corey Heim wanted to see. He wanted to see those guys check up those fresh tire guys as much as they could right here. But you see Ty Majeski just go in there.
Ty Majeski thought he was playing NASCAR 25 a week early.
The next flag that Corey Heim will see will be the white flag.
Corey Heim going to get the white flag here, but Cruz has a whole lap and fresh tires to run him down.
So much on the line for Corey Heim.
That entire first lap went perfect for Heim.
Restart zone area. We've got a truck around. We stay green.
I can't believe they made it to the white flag.
Jake Garcia. Lane Riggs just going by. Lane lost so much track position there as his continues just.
And Corey Heim's going to end up winning anyway. What a day. Still a little,
Capitalize on things.
yeah, half a lap to go, whatever. A lot of turns still left. Let's see how much time the 1 can gain. I know he's got to be faster. I know the 1 is faster.
You know what I mean? Like, he just did his thing.
And Honeycutt's doing a burnout here. Everybody's just running each other over at the end. It's crazy. That Majeski dive bomb was out of this fucking world.
What this team has done today, what they've overcome since going into the tire wall and the drop of the green flag.
And Corey Haim is gonna win. My Adam Alexander. Dude, Rajah Caruth's going to get a top 5 because Ty Majeski just cleaned everybody out. That was a very un-Majeski-like move, in my opinion. Corey Haim wins anyway. Get fucked, everybody. Corey Haim wins again. Brent Cruz's career day goes to waste with a second-place finish. And he's already doing a burnout. That's pretty dangerous, dude. Trucks are still coming, you know. So let's not do a burnout while everybody's still coming through. How about you wait till you get to the fucking infield?
What a deserving winner.
Honeycutt ended up 14th with 2 stage wins. That's not bad.
True statement to that right there.
He's just better.
There's Scott Cipollelli.
Plain simple.
Guys, so much. I mean, the winningest driver in his season, the most wins, 10th win of the year, and he punches his ticket to Phoenix for the championship 4 and doesn't have to worry about Talladega.
That's his 2 races he doesn't have to worry about. They're going to focus on their Phoenix car already.
Think about a future where it's Corey Haim and Connor Zilisch in the Cup Series. Corey Haim driving for 2311, Zilisch driving for Trackhouse. Now that's a damn race win diecast right there. Do you guys want to shoot me the $150? Oh, I'm sorry, probably $175 after the tariffs.
You can be mad, but it better be short-lived. And you can't worry about who did what and get into all the goofiness that goes along with all the things that you don't need to be thinking about. You have to focus on and give the feedback for what the guys need to fix your truck. And this team is just so well-rounded and, like Joey said, believes in each other. And we're going to have another win sticker on that roof right there.
Guys, like you said, it's the Craftsman
I can't get over that.
He found another gear, just turned it up on his teammates.
Stick another winner sticker up there.
Trucks in this series, and be able to dominate. It's on time.
10 wins. And now in the championship 4 officially.
It is a full team effort.
Ain't got to worry about the shit shows at Talladega or Martinsville.
These guys is doing.
That's right. They're talking about Corey Haim winning 10 races. These guys won 10 races. This whole team. That's what everybody has so much pride in all that. Like I said, we need to show that to everyone. Scott Cipollelli leading this team. Fantastic job.
How many of them thought our day is over? Like, let's just salvage some points here.
None of them. That's why they're here.
That's
None of
amazing.
them.
Never give up. Reminds me of you, Joey, in so many ways, especially being able to take on a
Way to kiss his ass while you're standing right next to him, lady.
figure it out and dominate.
He'll definitely be around for a long time.
He pissed off Ty Gibbs, though, so he don't get to drive for Joe Gibbs Racing and, like, move up like he should.
There's Brent Cruz on the other end. What a day. Led 55 laps, the most on the day. And
That's the one you got to feel for. He did a great job.
Brent Cruz, man.
This thing, caution.
Had it won.
well, let's hear from Heim Time. He's with Amanda.
And as you guys can see, the spot is separated from what this moment is. And Corey, as historic as this day is, the way you just won this 10th win tells a story just as well.
That truck definitely tells a story.
That this isn't easy. How do you make it appear so?
No, it was not easy today. I think this is probably the toughest one of the year so far. So, just shows the resilience of the Stricon team. They fixed it up so good for me after that incident on the first lap, just kind of out of our control. And I thought we were done. Honestly, the right front completely folded when I hit the wall over there. So, kind of out of breath just from screaming after that one. That was awesome.
Hey, just think, if he wins the next 2 races, it doesn't matter.
Couldn't do without these guys. So, big crew, Tricon, everyone back in the shop, Toyota.
Do you not see the flaws in the playoff system? He has nothing to gain if he wins the next 2 races.
Your record is the one that future drivers and generations will chase. But for today, when you look at that truck, as
Look at the roof.
touch above
certainly not quite as good as we were. You know,
A driver whose last name is Slimp finished 27th, and I was like, is somebody's name Simp?
I rode like 6 times trying to get it back to at least somewhat what it was. Oh, yeah, this guy right here makes it all happen too, man. This group of Scott and the 11 crew just couldn't ask for much more. We got it close, like I said, just wasn't quite as good as we were in practice, but made us fight for it for sure.
10 wins.
All right, gang, I'm out. I got to go get some food and go to the store.